Epilogue. "Star salutations," said Cassie, as she walked into Lady Stella's office and was immediately surrounded by her fellow star darlings, all eager to congratulate her. "It wasn't easy, but I ended up doing a star-tacular job, if I do say so myself," she said. Scarlet cleared her throat. "And?" Cassie clapped Scarlet on the back, hoping she looked modest and generous as she did so. "Oh, yes, and of course Scarlet was really just so helpful to me. Star salutations, Scarlet." Scarlet nodded. "You're welcome," she said. Then she smiled. That was a pretty crazy mission. Why that girl accused me of skipping? I'll never know. Everyone took their seats around Lady Stella's silver table, but Cassie stayed standing, knowing what was about to happen. Lady Stella handed the wish orb to Cassie. Cassie felt a lump in her throat as she stared at the beautiful glowing ball of light. Then, she gasped as it began to transform into a silver Bella. Its round blossom a cluster of tiny stars shining with moonglow. She stared at it for a moment, transfixed. Then, the stars parted to reveal a stunning cluster of pale pink jewels. Aloonolite, Cassie's power crystal. "Oh," she breathed. "It's the most beautiful power crystal of them all." "It is lovely," said Lady Stella. "But they're all beautiful, Cassie." Cassie looked up and gave the headmistress a wink. As if. She turned to her fellow star darlings who, she felt, all seemed to be waiting for her to say a few words. "My fellow star darlings," she began. "Although my mission was most probably the best one of all so far, no offense to the rest of you, I want to tell you that success did not come as easily to me as you may imagine. I think I can be a shining example to you all, as I persevered." "Star salutations, Cassie," interrupted Lady Stella. "But I think we're done here." She was staring at her, Cassie imagined, with great admiration. After all, Cassie had taken the headmistress's words to heart. She had turned her fear into total confidence, and just in time for her mission, too. Cassie stayed behind to chat a bit with Lady Stella, who kept asking her if she was okay. She was fine, she said. She was startastic. What was the problem? When she got back to her room, she placed her hand on the palm scanner. "Welcome back, Cassie," said the bot voice. "And good job." "Star salutations," she said distractedly. Her room was filled with star darlings. Astra was bouncing her star ball against the wall. Tessa was braiding Gemma's hair. Adora was browsing through Cassie's huge collection of hollow books. Libby was sleeping on her window seat. "Star greetings, everyone," said Cassie. "And star salutations for coming here today. I have some important things to discuss with you, my fellow star darlings. As you know, I am a very sensitive and thoughtful individual. I often see things that many of you might miss. As a matter of fact—" "Get to the point," someone called out. "Fine," said Cassie. "I called you all here because something weird is going on at Starling Academy. And it involves us, the star darlings. I told Vega I would wait until I had proof. And now I think I do." "What is it?" asked Leona. "Does it have to do with my messed up mission?" "And Scarlet being kicked out of the Star Darlings?" asked Astra. "Yes," said Cassie. "There are a lot of weird things going on around campus, and I think the clues all lead to one individual." "Who?" said Leona. "Yes, tell us!" Astra shouted. "Ophelia," said Cassie. "I knew it!" Scarlet shouted. "Something just isn't right," said Cassie. "She talks about her mom in the present tense. She's an orphan, but she gets care packages. How could she have been admitted to Starling Academy if she was so clueless? Something is off with her. I don't think she's an orphan, and I don't think she's clueless at all. I didn't put it all together until my wish mission. I met a girl who was pretending to be something she wasn't. I think Ophelia is doing the same thing. Well, I don't believe it, said Leona stubbornly. I think you are being unfair. I'm going to her room right now to straighten this out once and for all. I'm coming with you, said Scarlet, scrambling to her feet. But Leona continued to sit on the bed. After a few moments, Scarlet grabbed her hand and dragged her out the door. The rest of the Star Darlings, save the still napping Libby, were close behind. They hopped on the cosmic transporter, everyone tensely silent, and made their way to Ophelia's new room. Leona knocked and knocked on the door. There was no answer. "Ophelia!" she called. "It's Leona!" She turned to Cassie, her face flushed golden. "I asked you to look out for her, not investigate her." There was no answer. Finally, Scarlet skipped off to get a bot guard. When they told it that they were worried about Ophelia, it finally relented and opened the door for them. Leona barged into the room first and let out a gasp. "What's wrong?" Cassie shouted, pushing her way inside. She looked around, bewildered. Ophelia was gone. The room was empty. There was not a thing in it. It was as if no one had ever lived there. But on the wall, in hastily scribbled yellow letters, were the words, "I'm sorry." "This is terrible," Gemma said. "You can say that again," said Cassie. "This is terrible," Gemma repeated. And then nobody said anything else, because they were plunged into a sudden and total darkness. For the first time in Starland history, the lights had gone out. This concludes the reading of Star Darlings Volume 2. Vega and the Fashion Disaster, Scarlet Discovers True Strength, Cassie Comes Through, by Shayna Muldoon Zappa and Ahmet Zappa, with Zelda Rose. Copyright 2016, by Shayna Muldoon Zappa and Ahmet Zappa. This book was read by Kyla Garcia. This unabridged recording was published by arrangement with Disney Press, an imprint of Disney Book Group, and was produced in 2016 by Blackstone Audio Inc., which holds the copyright. Neither this recording nor any portion of it may be reproduced or used for any purpose without prior written authorization from Blackstone Audio Inc. If you would like to obtain a monthly update telling you about new releases, call 1-800-SAY-BOOK. That's 1-800-729-2665. For a complete listing of our titles, visit our website at www.downpour.com. Thank you.